Hey guys, what to expect after you have scarified your lawn? We scarified this lawn 4 weeks ago, and I brought you back to see an update on it, but I want to talk about a few things that are really important. A lot of people overlook this. Let me talk about things. So the front lawn was more of a light scarify. This wasn't as bad. This has recovered in 4 weeks and it's looking pretty good. There's obviously ryegrasses in there, but this is absolutely fine. So I'm just going to take you through to the back now. So you'll remember this one 4 weeks ago, and we've got the beautiful views out the back. Obviously it wants a cut, but it's a great place to live. So as we look at the lawn, there is now plenty of even green. All the grasses are growing nice and evenly across the lawn. Now to me, I'm really happy with that. The customer's come to me today and said she's a bit disappointed because there's quite a bit of moss. So I realised that I probably hadn't explained things properly. Now when we do a full renovation, we go to town. We take out as much thatch as we can. We take it back to soil in a lot of cases. And then we overseed it and we top dress. But when you are only scarifying, which is what happened here, you cannot go to town. Because if you take too much out, then you are having to overseed. And that brings in additional costs. So I actually took out at least a bin full and possibly a few bags. I can't remember how much we took out at the time. But you are invariably going to be leaving some thatch and some moss in the lawn, which is the case here. But as you look at the grass, it looks good, green and even. Now she was cutting it fairly short, so we can still see bits of moss. But in general, from what it was, we've thinned it out a lot and we've taken out a lot. This lawn is going to perform better. And that is the problem, and that is the difference if you only scarify. The best thing to do is a full renovation initially. Get every single thing out as much as you can. You might have the odd little bits of moss and thatch, but if you get the bulk of it out and then you overseed and top dress, then once you've got that grass growing nice, you need to be scarifying regular, 2 or 3 times a year, just taking out, teasing out bits of thatch on a regular basis to keep it down, to keep it good and keep it performing well. So if you are only scarifying, go over it. Don't worry if there's bits of moss in, just do your best with the scarifier. Try and break through to soil without going too mad. You can go in a couple of directions, but if you start going too heavy, then you've got to overseed. If you only want to scarify, do your scarify, leave it a couple of months, it will have recovered by then, and as long as it's not blazing hot, you can scarify it again and leave it a couple of months and scarify it again a couple of months later, and you are gradually taking that thatch layer down. So that is how you scarify effectively, by doing it regular. And that is the key when you are only scarifying. We have some moss down this end, but there wasn't a lot of grass in this end, so we had to be really careful that this was just a scarify only. Right, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm happy to help answer any of your questions, but have a wonderful day.